Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Master9 here, and today we're back with another video, and I bet some of you guys were wondering if I was going to make a reaction video to this. Well, I guess it's kind of like a reaction to this trade, okay guys, this blockbuster trade. I don't even know where to begin. First off, when I saw this trade, I was genuinely confused. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a 3-team trade before, but when I first saw it, I was just genuinely confused. It's funny because I was actually watching the Avs and Islanders game, and Duchene actually got pulled out of that game because he got traded like right in the middle of that game. And that's right, Duchene got traded. All hockey fans must know that I don't know, a couple of years now, Duchene's been on the trade rumors. Like, he's up there top 3 in trade rumors. Well, guess what? He finally got dealt. And let's just say blockbuster trade. Like, that's all it is. It's a blockbuster trade. The Avalanche get a bunch of prospects and picks, and it makes sense because they're tanking. So here, I'll tell you the trade here. So Duchene goes to the Ottawa Senators. That's right, the Senators are involved in this because the 3-team trade is the Avalanche, Senators, and Predators. So Duchene goes to the Senators, and the Senators give Colorado Andrew Hammond. Yeah, remember the Hamburglar? He's basically the reason why the Sens made the playoffs in 2015. Yeah, he has gone off the map in recent years. An Ottawa 2018 first, so next year's first-round pick. So that's actually really good for Colorado because, you know, like, Ottawa, I think they're going to make the playoffs. So, I mean, it's an extra first-round pick for Colorado. But if there's, like, an injury to, say, Erik Karlsson for the whole season, all of a sudden, Ottawa could be a lottery team, and Colorado has, like, 2 top 10 picks, because I'm guessing Colorado's going to pick top 10. And then you got an Ottawa 2019 third, and then Shane Bowers. I don't actually know how to pronounce that properly, as you can tell. He's a forward, but he was selected. He was Ottawa's first-round selection this past draft, number 28 in 2017. So that's just going to help Colorado with the rebuild, get another forward in there. And then, and then Nashville's involved in this because they acquire Kyle Turris from the Senators. That's right, so Duchene is kind of replacing Turris. But now you just think about it, Nashville's center depth is so incredible. Their top 3 centers are Ryan Johansson, Kyle Turris, and Nick Bonino. Are you kidding me? That is deadly. Like, they're legit becoming a cup contender, for sure. And Nashville gives Nashville gives Ottawa nothing. Ottawa only gets Matt Duchene, and Nashville only gets Kyle Turris. But Nashville gives Colorado the 2018 second, so next year's second in the draft, Samuel Girard, who's a defenseman, and he was picked number 46 overall by Nashville in 2016. So that's only 2 years ago, last year was 2017. So yeah, 2 years ago in the second round. So he's not a first-round defenseman, but he's still a defenseman, and Colorado really needs defensemen. And I mean, the second round isn't, like, there's still some talent left in the second round. And I think this guy is going to be pretty decent. And Colorado needs decent defensemen to help out Tyson Barrie and Eric Johnson. And I mean, they got Makar, 4th overall in 2017. But I mean, they need even more, and that will help them a lot with the rebuild. And they also acquire Vladislav Kamenev from the Preds. He was a forward. He was selected number 42 in 2014. So that's a bit ago now. Second round selection. But you know, another guy who could maybe play in the AHL for now, and maybe even be like a depth role player kind of guy once he gets to the NHL with Colorado. But the funny thing is, I saw Samuel Girard. Okay, he's 19 years of age. He's a defenseman, so they usually take longer to develop. But he's going to be playing, I'm pretty sure he's going to be playing with Colorado once they go to Sweden to play those back-to-back games against, you know, Ottawa. So Matt Duchene, first 2 games as a Senators against his former team. So, yeah, Matt Duchene, you better kick them butt. Yeah. So, let's get into the logistics of this trade. Who I think won the trade? I don't know, like everybody. Let's start off with the Avs. I kind of talked about them a little bit already, but you can get Andrew Hammonds, who could be a depth goalie if Bernier plays like garbage, or if Varlamov gets hurt or Bernier gets hurt. You have a guy who has experience, a little bit of experience, who can come up and play for you guys. And then you get a lot of picks and prospects, which will help with the rebuild. Like, I think Colorado, good job. For once, you actually did something good. You got a first round pick, second round pick next year, and a third round pick in 2019, plus a first round pick forward prospect. And then you get a second round prospect defenseman from Nashville and a second round prospect from Nashville that's a forward. So, that's not bad, actually. If you really think about it, like, Colorado did get a pretty decent return for Matt Duchene, because I wasn't expecting them to get, like, a good, star in return for Duchene. I was thinking, okay, if they trade Duchene, they're going to get picks and prospects back, which is exactly what happened here. So I think they did really good in this trade. The Predators, oh my goodness, David Poile, you are a legend. This guy should be he should go down as one of the greatest GMs in history. I'm still amazed at how he got Philip Forsberg from Washington for Martin Erat. I'm still amazed at that. Like, now you have probably some of the best centers in the league. Well, okay. What I'm saying by that is those players aren't quite the best in the league, but that center depth is probably one of the best in the league. Like, if you have Nick Bonino, who was intended to be a second-line center, now bumping down to third-line center again, and you have Kyle Turris and Johansson as your top two centers, that's insane. And I mean, if you really look at it, last year's Stanley Cup final, Johansson was hurt, so they had to call up, I think it was Frederick Gaudreau. He actually didn't do too bad with Nashville in the finals. But, you think about it. If you add a healthy Johansson, and Kyle Turris, and Nick Bonino, you take away James Neal and, what's his face there? Mike Fisher. Bonino's better than Fisher. Neal, you can't, you didn't really replace him, but do you really think Pittsburgh would have won the cup if Nashville had, a healthy Johansson and Kyle Turris, Nick Bonino, added on to, already Rene, Yossi, Subban, Ekholm, Ellis, Forsberg? That's just crazy. I don't know, man. Nashville is they're just becoming too good. They're just so good right now. And right when Kyle Turris went to Nashville, he immediately signed a contract extension. $36 million extension for 6 more years. It'll keep him in Nashville till 22-23 season. And this year so far, he had 9 points, 3 goals, 6 assists in 11 games. So almost a point per game player with Ottawa this year so far. And last year, he had a career best 27 goal season and 55 points. That's pretty good. And then career 320 points with Ottawa and Phoenix. That's not bad. And he, playing in 544 games. That's not bad. And this guy's 28, so he's in his prime right now. Nashville is starting to get into that win now mode. They're a cup contender. Nashville did probably, for right now, I think Nashville did the best in this trade. Now let's go to Ottawa. Matt Duchene, 26 years of age. You're getting a little bit younger on your center. Not quite, dramatically, but a couple of years. Maybe make a little bit of a difference. I don't know. Duchene is on a $6 million contract till the end of next season. But it's kind of a risk for Ottawa to get Duchene and, replace him, replace Kyle Turris with Duchene. Because, you realize Duchene signed for this year, for the remainder of this year and all of next year, and then he's a free agent. So if Ottawa maybe misses the playoffs this year, Duchene might sort of maybe not be happy and maybe not want to re-sign. So that's kind of a big risk for Ottawa, that's kind of wanting them to make the playoffs to show Duchene that he can be on a successful team. I mean, I'm thinking they will, because, come on, they pushed the eventual Stanley Cup champions, in fact, back-to-back Cup champions, Sidney Crosby and the Penguins, to overtime of Game 7. It was 1 goal within the finals. Like, that's crazy. And I mean, Duchene so far, 10 points, 4 goals, 6 assists in 14 games with Colorado this year. So, not bad numbers, especially on, a team that's Colorado that's, I don't know, not that good. Offensively, defensively, and goaltending. Like, their all-around team isn't that good. But, I mean, that's not bad. That's pretty decent numbers. And, I mean, last year, okay, only 41 points, 18 goals, 23 assists. I mean, he was a minus 34. That's kind of expected on the worst team in the league by a mile last year. 77 games played with Colorado. But, I mean, his career numbers aren't that bad. 428 points. So 178 goals, 250 assists, all with Colorado in 586 games. That's actually, I think, better than Kyle Turris' career numbers. So, you mean they're taking a risk, but if it works out, then this is going to be a great trade for Ottawa. If it doesn't work out and Duchene doesn't decide to re-sign with Ottawa, then it's probably going to go down as the worst trade in franchise history. So, they're taking a risk, but I'm thinking Duchene is going to thrive in Ottawa. Like, I don't know. To me, it's either a thrive or die situation for Duchene in Ottawa. He's not just going to be okay. I think he's either going to thrive or he's just going to collapse in Ottawa. So, we're going to see. So yeah, that's sort of my thoughts on the Matt Duchene, Kyle Turris trade. 3-team trade. It's kind of confusing once you first look at it, really. But yeah, as I'm recording this, the Leafs and Vegas game is on, so I'm probably gonna just stop recording this and switch over to that game. So go Leafs, go! If you don't know already that I have an Instagram, it's at CNMaster9. I often post a lot of Leaf stuff and just hockey stuff in general. So yeah, go follow me on Instagram, guys, at CNMaster9. And yeah, I recently just put up a post before the Vegas Toronto game. It's like, yeah, starting goalies and who will win, and the predictions down below in the comments. So guys, go on the Instagram if you have it. If not, get Instagram. It's lit. Yeah, Instagram is just lit. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. And in the background, I just had some Big Win hockey, because Big Win's hockey is pretty good. And yeah, in the comments, just let me know what you guys think of this trade. I think it's just a good trade for all 3 teams. Avs get picks and prospects for the rebuild. Preds acquire another center to improve their center depth because they're sort of in a win-now mode and cup contender. And Sens even win-now mode. They get Matt Duchene. They get a couple years younger at center. And I mean, they're taking a risk, but I think it's going to work out. I think it will. I think it's going to work out. So yeah. See you guys in the next video. Peace.